We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Riddle. This is caught by Williams. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Red, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Cowboys at 3-6 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Pollard going to try the right side. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
Now 2nd and 9.
ready?
Going to run again here with Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Like blue. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On play action, Lance. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Lance. Left side to Lamb.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Riddle. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Riddle. Got his man. It's Williams. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off play action. Riddle. Going for the right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got it to about the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll go again with Gibbs. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready up.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Pollard will take it up the gut. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fighting his way through contact, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Blaster, sit.
Here's Lance.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Luke Schoonmaker
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And Lance now to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb.
69 yards.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the foot.
And this is caught and in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 89 yards.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
He's got it at the 2. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. Back to throw. Riddle. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Riddle. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He can't get him down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Shot. 17. 22 needle. Ready.
First down, and it's Pollard again. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Lance looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward.
Right.
Nice job to pick it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Blue strike. Hut.
Throwing now is Lance. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. The Lance going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Second down and 4. Off the play fake. Riddle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action here on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Riddle. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far. It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 44 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. A beautiful fake. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Lance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lance sliding out of the pocket. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Lance.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Again, it's Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They run the counter. Poole. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Poole. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Poole, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
In motion right, that's Williams. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Riddle. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Riddle. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
They'll elect to bring it out here. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Lance. Another catch from Melton. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Ready. 52 blaster. Fight. 97. Set.
To throw, it's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their postseason hopes.